What's up, YouTube friends, family, associates, and subscribers? How are you guys? Long time no see, no chat, no hear from, no love, y'all. Dang. Well, anyways, I am bringing you back, as you can see by the title, what DG employees feel and say about us, couponers and penny shoppers. This will be part 7. I have a lot more to come, guys. I really just can't keep up because it's so many and it's so much editing I have to do as far as blacking out the names, for their privacy and things like that. So y'all know I don't like to drag anything along, so here we go. Okay, this post here says 3:40 a.m. DM says, help, we need surveys. Me, I say, can sunrise come first? One of the comments partially says, I'm lucky if I can get customers to even take their receipts. And the other one says, agreed. I am so tired. I guess she meant not tried. I am so tired of surveys. They must get a huge bonus for getting them. We have a winner, no bonus. They just get shammed when on the bottom of the list. No, they don't, but should be shamed in many things. Someone else says, me too. As of today, going forward, if any store in my district gets below 75, we get a phone call. I'm over it. Here in central New York, I'm also over it. I beg regulars to please do the survey, and they say, of course, in quotations. But don't do it. We ask and ask and ask. Can't force anyone. How can we be held accountable for something literally out of our control? Especially when there's 2 in the same small town. There's another store literally 5 minutes from mine in each direction. There's 2 in the town I live in. You have to go 15 to 30 miles in any direction to get to the next one. But I feel like customers are even more less likely to do it when we're both asking them. I'm lucky if I can get customers to even take the receipts, and the ones that do, I find half of them thrown in the parking lot. That was that partial comment that I read earlier. They need to worry more about getting sales than surveys, someone else says. The survey tool could be useful, but like other retailers, it has become corrupted and overemphasized. They can't handle the truth of what people really think because they know they themselves are responsible. All could be fixed with a more realistic budget hours. I know some employees fill out surveys when the customer leaves. They use their receipts to get a better score. Remember, guys, we talked about that in one of the last ones. Well, I know we did in the comment section. How some of the employees were using you guys' receipt to do their own surveys. Please take your receipt. Even if you're just going to throw it away when you get home, just take it. Whatever works, someone else says. Only way that works until that block your IP. Download multiple browsers, and I guess they meant use, not us. Use private mode. Been doing that for 2 years now. Or 2 years. No problems. You can do it every 2 days and they hit. Would love to know how to do that, someone else says. And they said, thank you, WD. Will do, I guess. Enough said. They aren't happy unless we are, LOL. Therefore, the investors and literally nothing else. We buy cases of bleach or a case of Lysol, then tell our customers if they do a survey in store, then they get 1 free. My thoughts on the freaking surveys is, if they would take care of their employees in their stores, then they wouldn't have to beg for surveys. Corporate is so worried about the cart, they can't see the horse doesn't have legs to pull it. It's just so they don't have to be on a conference call about it, and they have to be on calls a lot. I feel bad for my DM, so push hard to get my good customers to do them. or family, LOL. Someone made a post and said, so, is there a policy on returning penny items? Had a customer whose wife normally comes in and shops for the deals, but I guess they bought too much and brought back some items to return to buy food for themselves. Well, 2 of the items returned were penny items. And the comments says, if they had a receipt, return the amount that was on the receipt. If they returned with no receipt, whatever it rang up as is what they get. Someone else says, exactly. Someone else says, no receipt, probably because the items probably weren't all on one receipt. Had somewhat new items and a few older items. I didn't realize were old until after I rang them up. There's nothing you can do then. Let them return them and put them up. They more than likely won't want to return them, or maybe they meant wouldn't want to return them, knowing they will only get a penny back for it. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, I'm assuming it says. Someone else put a meme that says this right here. And another comment says, you can't return penny items. Not sure why you couldn't. I've done it before for the penny, of course. That doesn't even make sense. Why would you return it for a penny? So I feel like this person is lying. That doesn't even make sense. You can give it to someone that needs it, or resell it, or keep it. But they said for the penny, of course, but definitely have done it. And another comment says, so they want their pennies back. Honestly, I have enough pennies in my wallet. I just hand it to them. I won't go through so much for just a penny, sadly. I guess she means for a return. Pretty sure they were expecting more than a penny back, LOL. I didn't realize after I already rang them up in the return that they were last year's seasonal items. Same dots as we are putting out now, LOL. Oh, so they were trying to be slick. Another comment says, that's funny. Clearance items are non-refundable. Penny items should be considered clearance. They're not. They're considered marked out of stock. That's the whole idea of them going to a penny. They're no longer technically part of our inventory. Clearance items are still part of our inventory. Somebody else says, didn't say they were. I didn't say they were. I said they should be. Considering you're not selling the particular item anymore, just like clearance items eventually becomes a penny. Another comment says, clearance items are refundable. All items are refundable except gift cards. It's 90 days satisfaction guarantee for any return. Someone else says, yep. Another comment says, you said clearance items are non-refundable, which is not the case. Everything is returnable. Some are not without a receipt. Sun dries, for example, and air mattresses are not returnable, but everything else is. Another comment says, I was told we can't price override penny items. So even if they bought it full price, it's no longer in our inventory, and that would have to be the return price, or they can go to another store. The admin of this group says, if they have the receipt for it, you can give them back what they paid for it. And you know they're the admin because of the little star badge next to their name that I have cropped out. This person says, I don't take back penny items. Seems silly to return penny items. They'd be better off donating them and use it as a tax write-off. More than likely, they were grabbing random stuff they bought from the store and never used to try and pay for food. They get whatever they paid for it. If they have a receipt, if it's an item that's already pennied, then you ship it back to the warehouse as a PRP. If they don't have a receipt, then they either keep it or get a penny back, and then you PRP it back to the warehouse. Actually, when I worked for DG, I had a customer who would try to return penny items after they knew it had reset. She'd done it twice before. We figured out what she was doing. Never had a receipt for the items. This post said, VV emoji hand soaps is pennied out. That's Value Valley. That's the dollar aisle. So this one is kind of old because we know the emoji soap on the dollar aisle has pennied out. If you didn't know, well, now you do. This post says, I hate the way DG does clearance sales. I know that a regular price, in quotations, during a clearance sale is actually the already discounted price before the 50% off. But customers don't know that. My boss did a price override for everything a customer bought because she bitched itched about it, I guess. She thought everything was supposed to be 50% off of 50% off the regular price. 1, that's not what the sale sign says. 2, everything was ringing up right in the first place. But whatever make the customer happy, right? Make the customer happy in quotation marks. With the little grudge face and the rolling eyes emoji. DG needs to show the actual original prices on the screen / receipts before discounts. It might be a little less confusing that way. Then the comment says, most times they know what they are doing and know how to make you do it or else. Child. And another comment says, I always tell them 50% off the price that's marked on the product. I'm not changing it if it ring up correctly. I love clearance sales, and this is my favorite customer. She always buys at least 3 to 5 carts full. I think the next one is a picture of the customer. I didn't cross her face out, but it's okay. She has a mask on. She always buys 3 to 5 carts, and those are her carts from the clearance event. My carts used to look like that too, but now I find so many pennies I don't even get that much at a clearance event anymore unless I know I'm going to use it. Even if it's only a quarter or 10 cent or 50 cent, like that store, my last video, that 90% off everything that was in the store. Oh my gosh, I would have bought more if I had more money, but I definitely would have just got a bunch of stuff just because it was cheap. Because I don't resell, I don't go to the market anymore, so it would have been useless. I mean, just to hoard it around. I could have donated it, but money was funny. Another comment said, I had someone buy 287 $1 winter hats today, with the rolling eyes emoji. Don't even get me started on why DG would ever send me 287 winter hats in the first place. A comment said, be glad they're gone, LOL. Sell for 2 to 50 cents today or hunt the pennies Monday. 2 to 50 cents today or hunt the pennies Monday. I would have sent her on her way with nothing, LOL. It's not the customer's fault. My DM always says give them the pickle and watch the video. I love it. This comment says, I absolutely hate when those customers come in and tell you how it is supposed to be. I had a lady argue with me yesterday about some deodorant. The yellow sticker said $5. That is clearance price. So additional 50% off would be $2.50. She kept trying to argue with me that it should be another 50% off to make it $125 because that is what her app was scanning. I said, we do not go by what the app scans. We go by what the register scans. She said, well, you are doing it wrong. Other stores will do the extra additional off. I wanted to tell her to go to those other stores then because I do it the way my DM told me to do clearance. Needless to say, she didn't get her way in my store. What do y'all think about this? Who's right and who's wrong? It should be at least that's how it's done here. I told you guys, when people don't use punctuations, it makes me feel so dumb when I read. I swear. Oh my gosh. Next comment says it should have been $1.25. If it's marked $5 in the clearance section, the 50% off would make it $2.50. $2.50. Someone else says clearance price is $5, so additional 50% off would make it $2.50. I'm wondering why it's scanned for $1.25 in her app though. Did she have $1.25 off that particular deodorant and she didn't realize there was a coupon attaching to it and that's why it came up $1.25 in the app? Or was it actually supposed to be $1.25? Y'all let me know. There's the little meme here, and it says, seems about right. They have a picture of the exit sign. It says exit 4, and it shows the Dollar General on every exit, 6 of them to be exact. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one says, my manager and I on our way to tell the customer the same BS I just told them. And they have a meme of, I guess that's the big joker and the little joker walking down the hall to the front, I guess, to tell the customer, like they said, the same thing that the cashier just told them. I still would like to ask, because sometimes it'd be, most of the time it'd be different. Like they think that their manager is about to tell me the same thing they just told me, but then they don't. They agree with me, and then they find out something new or learn something new. But even if they say, well, he's gonna or she's gonna tell you the same thing I just told you, that's fine. I'll take that chance. I just want to know. I want a second opinion, and nothing is wrong with having a second opinion. Okay, this post says, I know employees can't buy penny items, so can Driveline? She always be finding stuff, like stuff I haven't seen in a year or so. The admin of this group commented and said, I would question how she's finding the stuff. I don't recall that there's a policy against vendors buying penny items. Oh yeah, and that's what Driveline is. Driveline is a vendor. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was. Should be in your SOPs, and if things are that old, then they're probably being hidden because they would have been trashed during your last inventory. So I'd want to figure out where they're being hidden. Another comment says, I had an extreme penny lady that kept coming up with seasonal items that was set 2 to 3 holidays ago, and my entire team knew how to look for penny items. She would come up with baskets full until I followed her secretly and found out she was lifting the base shelves and sticking merchandise under there. Another comment says, yep, under base shelves is a typical place for them, and it's how they don't get found during inventory as well. So when you start to head into inventory prep, checking under your base decking is a good thing to try and do. Another comment says, no doubt, had almost boxed up, and a lady came up with stuffed animals that I had boxed up. She always comes up with something. I have no time to check base shelves. She has to live with herself. I was told by a Driveline representative that they are not allowed to buy penny items either, and if they get caught, they will get fired. There you go. You can report them then. I would say no, since they are contracted through DG. I spoke with my DM about this a while back. He said absolutely not. They are essentially Dollar General employees, and they cannot buy them and could be terminated just like we can. Driveline is to be concerned DG employees, so no, they shouldn't be. And someone else said, huh? And someone else says no. Another comment says, when I was working, I bought my daughter's birthday gifts on my break and an unicorn balloon. That was her theme. The balloon was a penny. My key holder at the time was like, sweets, are there any more? I'm like, nope, she let me buy it. I honestly didn't know it was a penny, but either way, I needed that balloon. Another comment says, what about the ladies that come around putting the security stickers on stuff? Are they in the same classification as Driveline is? That's good to know. Ours always find an item or two. Footprints, yes, they are merch reps and should be treated the same as Driveline. Why is a secretary putting on stickers? LOL. I don't want to have her fired, so I guess I should say something to her about it first. Chances are she already knows what she's doing is wrong. Another comment says, I would just put it to her like this. It's an integrity issue. You don't want DG or Driveline finding you in violation of policy and risk your job. You don't want them thinking that there is an integrity issue and that you are hiding items to purchase later. I can't tell you what to do when you are not in my building, but it will no longer be allowed in my building, as I will not have an integrity issue and will report it if I see it further. maybe even just print off the SOP, etc. Just be nice, and if nice doesn't work, report to supervisors. Okay, girl. Oh, boy. Like, this will not be tolerated in my store on my shift, not on my watch. In Ayanla's voice. Von Zant, darling. This comment says, as long as they are not employed by DG, they can purchase penny items, and they are probably part of the penny group. That's been already verified to be incorrect. Driveline has inside information, as do most vendors, and therefore them purchasing penny items would be the same as an employee purchasing them. You've actually seen Driveline recently with the question mark and exclamation point. Someone says, no, Driveline cannot purchase penny items unless it's changed in 18 months. They're not allowed to penny shop, someone else says. And another comment says, I work for Footprint and Driveline. Employees from either company are not Dollar General employees. We are vendors, just like your Coke, Frito-Lay, Highland, etc. So you cannot stop them from purchasing penny items. Once their job is done, they are normal customers. And just to add, I do not buy them. I always give them to the MOD, manager on duty. But I have worked for DG before as an assistant manager, ASM, so I understand what managers go through when people buy penny items. This one says, I have friends who are or have been Driveline DMs, and I've worked for Driveline in the past. I've known of 2 who were fired for this very thing. It's one thing if it isn't a store you are servicing, but if it's one of your own stores, it is considered an integrity issue. This meme says, how you feel when you walk into the dollar store with a $20 bill. Oh, This post says, I have a question. How do you do a return with a self-checkout receipt? Our store was built in 2013, and our registers won't scan the receipt barcodes. Any suggestions? The comment says, F3, I think, to bypass the scan where it asks for it. But we also have newer registers, so not sure if that'll work. Thank you. We will try that next time. Okay. Hopefully I didn't start recording. We have the newest registers. If register, and it does work for us. Okay. I read those right there. Are there still something just below the receipt barcode? I had to type them in instead of scanning. F3 overrides scanning receipts. F3 to bypass scan is what we have to do. Yep, somebody said F3. Okay, this one says, is all Dollar General doing this? It's a flyer that says contest alert. Who wants one of these or anything on DG logo wear for free? I will be hosting a contest this month for all DMs and SMs, district managers and store managers. Pass it along. Qualifications dates February 27th through April 2nd. The top 3 DMs and top 3 SMs will win their choice of clothing or accessory on DG logo wear, jacket, shirts, sweaters, laptop, bags, etc. DM must achieve 85% net score, PTD, to win. Store manager must achieve 85% net score and a minimum of 15 surveys for the period. Only 3 will win. Who will they be? So my question to you all is, who is all in? The comment says, first I'm hearing of it, and I'm a store manager, not I am store manager. I'm ASM. Each RM, regional manager, has their own incentives. Probably just a RM situation. I refuse to take part in any more of this company's rigged contests anyway. Sell 1,200 Reese eggs and lose to a store that only sold 94 because they sold like none the year before. Agree, the percentage-based thing sucks. I agree. The percentage-based thing sucks. Oh, okay, I just read that one. We won one of the upsell contests, and I had not even heard of the contest. Didn't even have the candy on counter. Got a pizza party out of it. Swear I've ate almost as much pizza at DG as I did when I worked in a pizza place. And I could kill 3 a day on longer shift and rarely ate less than full one. Another comment says, and what was the prize? A freaking Reese's egg for each store employee? Really? Yeah? Count me out, you cheap bastards. This one says, regional directors are sponsoring it for store managers. Here's a picture of a store. This is a real picture, not a meme. It says, them, 90% off sales, get real. Someone wanted cheese balls bad. That's when the cheese balls were $1 and something, y'all. Remember, I got 7 of them, and someone ran into their store. You see the picture there? The comment says, happened at my store the week before Christmas, still isn't fixed. This comment says, it's all good. The lady that hit the building has to pay for the damage, though. We usually get everything fixed in a timely manner. Sorry you're having issues. That literally stinks. LOL. Happened Valentine's Day, still not fixed. And they're showing a picture of their store. And guys, this will be it for part 7. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please give the video a thumbs up, meaning like it. If you dislike it, hell, give it a thumbs down. Just give me some type of feedback to let me know how I am doing. Please tell a friend to tell a friend about Sade with the Receipts. And please share if you dare, honey. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Join my Facebook group. Follow me on the Big O app. B like boy, I, G like Greg, O, Big O. Not bingo, but Big O. And also follow me on TikTok. Same name everywhere. I believe only on one of the apps, I think it's Big O. My name is Sade with Receipts instead of Sade with the Receipts. But everywhere else is Sade with the Receipts. Please, please follow me and get my followers up and help me, guys, because I do want to be successful here on this platform. So y'all are the only ones that can make that happen. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next video. Toodles.